So I decided to make a video because it has been a long time since I have spoke to you, my subscribers. My back is cramping. I don't know why. Oh, that's weird. I'm getting old. Getting older. I'm 26. Started making videos. It was a while ago. It's 2013. I started making videos in 2007. Math would say that 6 years. And you know what? Again, I just want to thank you guys for going through this journey called life with me. I really appreciate it. So Crystal and I were in Maryland and we bought a house. She's currently going to school to be all up in the surgeries and stuff, and I don't even really like thinking about it. Like, just sitting down watching Grey's Anatomy makes me a little queasy because I'd be seeing the blood and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't want to even deal with that. But I mean, I think she'll be used to it. You know, she worked in the ER for a long time, saw a lot of crazy stuff, so surgeries, no big deal. I've been in the Marine Corps for 7 years now, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure I'm getting out. Yeah. Lost in My World on Instagram wants me to talk about the GI Bill. Well, my friend, you know, I might as well talk about it because little birdie. Hello, little birdie. That's a little chubby funster birdie. It's like one of those super small birdies, but it's really chubby, really fat, and flew away. I was gonna show you, I swear. Yeah, GI Bill, that's actually one of my options. I'd like to get out, go to school. I don't know if I'd go to film school or photography school. I know Robert Ham, one of the most talented guys in our field. He's in the Army. He's gonna go to USC film school, which is amazing. I mean, matter of fact, I'm gonna throw some of his links to his videos in the description. Check it out. It'll be worth your time. I'm guessing he'll use his GI Bill. But yeah, the civilian world, it's this close, that close, probably even closer. Out of focus representation of how close I am to getting out of the Marine Corps. Like, I'm making this video and then I'm gonna blink my eyes and I'll be getting out or staying in, who knows. Or maybe going to another service. It's so close I can smell it. I can smell the civilian couch potato that I will become. Dreadlocks and all. Not doing nothing. Living off my wife's dime. What if it were as easy as opening a sliding glass door? Oh, civilian world, all is well. I figured something out, something that I enjoy. So we had to relocate because the light was getting a little dark outside and the whole sliding glass window door thing wasn't working. Okay, so Todd Hunter, he commented and said how senior leadership tries to make it seem like you'll fail as a civilian. There's not always senior leadership. Sometimes it's guys that are, you know, your peers. A lot of Marines or people, they'll talk about, you know, stay in, those benefits. And, you know, a lot of people talk about how scary the outside world is right now. And they say, do you really want to get out at this time? You know, you're almost halfway to a pension, which it's kind of a big deal. You know, and you've put all this time into this career field. You've made it up to sergeant, and, you know, soon enough you'd pick up staff sergeant, maybe possibly even go officer. So all those things are definitely going on in my head, and I can't blame certain Marines that say, if you get out, you're going to be a bum, because it does happen. Lisa Gleason said, she suggested talking about my really major concerns: steady employment, medical care in the event of a catastrophic illness, God forbid, starting another retirement fund or building your TSP, finding the camaraderie you already have, your exciting ambitions, more creative control, better money, better retirement, potential, freedom, not having to move or deploy. I'm thinking about doing the reserves. I could still do the Marine thing every now and then. If there's an exercise or a deployment, I could possibly take that. More creative control. In the civilian world, I feel like as long as I work for the right person, I might have a little bit more control over, you know, how creative I can be in storytelling or really any job I do, because sometimes the military can be a little constricting when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know, not all the time. Sometimes they're like, hey, be as creative as you want. But most of the time they shut you down with a big fat hammer. Someone at some point does. Maybe 90% of your chain is like, yeah, awesome, go for it. And then one person just like, this product looks too great. Pfft, crush it. I'd like to talk about one certain product, but I can't right now. Maybe once I get out. Someone wants me to talk about my time in Oki. My time in Oki was fantastic. For all you guys, I get a lot of messages asking like, hey, I'm going to Oki, and what should I do? basically spend as much time as you can outside of the barracks. There's Shuri Castle, there's burps, Hiji Falls, there's all the ruins, the temple ruins, the castle ruins are freaking awesome. The coral reef, I'm pretty sure, is ranked as like #2 behind the Great Coral Reef in Australia. It's incredible. Me and my friends would go free diving all the time. Eat at Coco's Curry, amazing. And now they have them in Los Angeles and other places like that, so life is good. What else? Okay, so yeah, it's a great time. SLH 22. First he asks, "You're getting out?" Yeah, I know. I guess I'll address that. My whole life I've been an Army brat, and then I've been a Marine. And yeah, my whole life I've moved around, and the government has always been in control of where I go. So as a kid, make all these friends, go to school, and then boom, move over and over and over. And then I joined the Marine Corps. It was my own decision, but you know, and I've enjoyed it for the most part. Got to go to Okinawa, got to come back to the States, got to go to Afghanistan. But at some point, you just want to be in control and say, okay, I want to be in this spot until I decide that I want to leave. So that's a big reason. There's a ton of other reasons, but maybe I'll get into that later. Boot camp. Adams1397 on Instagram. Boot camp. Boot camp is hard. It's been 7 years since I've been to it. It might have changed, but I mean that's really all I can say. It's hard. It's challenging, but I got out of it what I wanted to get out of it, which was a challenge, tests. I wanted to test myself. I wanted to learn things. I wanted to grow, and really I wanted to get plucked out of the current situation I was in at that time in the past, and just have a totally new setting. You know, I wanted to go serve my country. So yeah, going to boot camp, it was great. Talk about how the Corps keeps changing. Jim Skelton on Instagram. There's been a lot of changes. Our rolled sleeves went away. I didn't like that one bit. At one point, they tried to say KIA bracelets weren't authorized in uniform. Didn't like that, but they changed that. We might go to a unisex cover. Personally, I don't like that. Ever since it's been made, it's been constantly changing. If not, we'd still be in the old time uniforms shooting muskets. So there will always be change, and there's going to be changes that you like and changes you don't like. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk a lot more about it when I get out. How about that? Chris Rod 63, how the Corps helps you adjust to civilian life. I haven't gone through the TAPS class. I think it's like a separation class. They might call it something else now. But I am going to it soon, and I believe they just give you like courses on how to do a resume, how things work in the civilian world, and from what I've heard, it's a pretty decent course. Clayton Filippo, recap your career to start. Okay, recap of my career. I joined in 2006, went to Okinawa, had a great time, started making my videos there. And at first when I started making my videos, there was a lot of pushback. People didn't like it. I mean, there's a lot of people that did like it. YouTube featured one of my videos on the front page, and that really like kick-started it. But yeah, there's some Marines like basically kicking our door down, like pissed off, saying, you know, he needs to take these videos down. They just didn't like it. At the time, there weren't many Marines on social media. There's all these kind of like old Corps guys like Marines shouldn't be goofing on the internet. And you know, but Sergeant Major Plaskanka, he came in and he's been a huge role model and person in my life. He actually gave me a grave dog tag and a handwritten letter that basically said, keep it up, hard charger, you're doing good things. And so yeah, ever since then I've just stuck to my guns and made the videos. I shot at division matches. I got a bronze medal in the pistol, which is why in some of the photos or video you see a pistol badge. And I might go shoot on one very soon right before I get out. That would be awesome. Competing with DMA, Fort Meade Marines. And then I got stationed in Indian Head. Didn't like it there one bit. And I was just like, oh man, I don't know. I think I'm just ready to get out. And then I got a call from Major Devine at Recruiting Command, and he said, how would you like to be in the public affairs field doing social media and stuff because of my YouTube videos. And in 2010, I did that. I went to DINFOS, the school at Fort Meade, got journalism training, photography training, and then I went to DMA. At DMA, I got to cover things like Dakota Meyer in the Medal of Honor. I spent 3 weeks with him at his farm. I got to cover the Marine Corps' first MMA team. Man, I could go on and huge. I got to deploy to Afghanistan. You guys probably saw some of the videos I produced while I was out there. I won Outstanding New Broadcaster of the Year for the videos I did out there. Yeah, I got to travel all over Afghanistan. Fob Salerno, Mazar-e Sharif, Kunar, spent a bunch of time up there with a bunch of awesome guys. Afghanistan was a good time. Came back. While in this area near Fort Meade, my wife and I met Crystal and we got married. That was right before the deployment. Got a house, and yeah, that leads me up to this point now. Okay, Alex Torres says, talk about the Billy Madison syndrome. I haven't experienced it because I haven't got out and gone to school yet, but I know Alex Torres, neighbors, he's mentioned it. Going back to school, they describe it as sitting amongst a bunch of basically immature people, and you're not used to it. You're used to being around, I mean, Marines can be immature, but it's just weird, and it's hard to adjust to from what I hear. Because, you know, if I have it way up and I'm talking loud, it's gonna be overblown out, that makes sense. Overblown out! How does this look? You know what one of my favorite things are? It is Sriracha sauce. Random fact. Dude, it was open. Oh, just that smells so good. I have an Instagram. Go check it out, at JimmyDShea. I'm gonna start making more videos. I know I've said that for the last 6 years, but I have a lot to cover. My process on getting out, which I'm 95% sure I'm doing. Other things that are going on. I'm gonna learn bass. I'm gonna be in a band with Tyler Corbin. Tyler Corbin, money music, awesome music. Check it out. Yeah, go check out Lady Shay on YouTube. She should be making some videos soon, especially some makeup tutorials. Word is on the street, makeup tutorials. So, all in all, thank you guys for following, watching, contributing a great amount, and yeah, more to come.